Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, X Stitch and Chill. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. And if you are new here, my name is Kelsey and this channel is mostly about cross stitch and some of the other crafty things I like to do. I had a little time to myself this morning. It's Saturday. I don't know what day it is. Maybe the 24th, 23rd? I don't know. But it's October and it's Saturday, and I had a little time this morning, so I thought I would film a quick little update for you guys and share what I've been working on. Okay, so before we get too far into it, I will let you know that there is a Google spreadsheet in the description, and that has all of my whips and links to the patterns, any fabrics that I'm working on, and things like that if I forget to mention something and you have a question about it. I try to keep it updated with like how much I've done, the percentage at what I'm at, but sometimes it's, I don't know. I feel like I update it every time I do a video. So if I do a video, there's a high chance it's been updated, but sometimes it's not. But yeah, I mean, all the solid information is there that you would need. So I am going to go through my whips. I have a lot of them because I have been participating in the Great British Bake Off Challenge, which is by Jessie Marie Does Stuff. And it's like you assign a project to a contestant, and then based on what happens that week, you work on projects. I know that Jessie Marie kind of does like, she has like points and how many stitches she's going to do, but it's all very flexible. Like, I just work on the project. So if someone is Star Baker, I will work on that project for that week. If somebody gets a handshake, I will work on that project for that week. So I'm not really like doing a certain amount of stitches for like Star Baker or anything. I'm just kind of doing it. It's nice because it's forcing me to work on some other projects. It hasn't been nice because I have been kind of lazy about it and been like, I don't want to work on that one. Like, one of the projects I am just dragging on, like the person who it's assigned to just keeps doing really well. I'm like, oh, I don't want to work on that one. So yeah, it's fine. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first one I have, and these are in no particular order, and I'm going to try to do this without notes, so just bear with me. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Xenomorph, which is artwork by Will Shrike, and it is charted by Thread Geeks. If you haven't heard, Thread Geeks is retiring a lot of their artists. Like a lot of their artists. So you probably know if you've been here, Chrisabug is one of my favorite artists, and I have several of her patterns, and I might be buying some before the end of the year because they all retire December 31st, and I might snag a couple. The PDFs are buy two get two, so 2 for 2, 4 for 2. And so yeah, if you have had your eye on some of their charts, I would go check it out because yeah, they're going away. Hopefully those artists will get picked up by maybe somebody else, but that's just what's happening there. All right, so this is Xenomorph and Will Shrike, and this one I'm doing for my husband, which is great because I can work on this on the couch next to him and he has no idea what I'm stitching because you can't tell. I'm not entirely confident I'm about to show you this the right direction. It might be upside down. I don't know. Anyway, so here's where I was last time when I worked on it, and I was working on this one when Alien Earth was on. So every Tuesday night when there was a new episode of Alien Earth, I would stitch on this while we would watch it. It's over right now, but I still pull it out every now and then because it is part of the Great British Bake Off thing. I think all the people have been eliminated though that were assigned to this project. But anyway, all right, so here's where it is now. Like I said, you can't really tell what's going on. I kind of been working on the black stitches. I think once I finish the black stitches in like this section right here, I'll probably start to fill in some of the other colors, just because the black is getting boring. But like, since there's so much black, it's nice to use the black as like a marker, because this isn't like gridded or anything or marked or anything. So it's nice to use it as like a marker for the other stitches. Kind of helps keep me on track as to where I am. This is kind of a full coverage piece because like the alien himself is full coverage, but like there's not a background or anything. So yeah, I dyed this fabric myself, and it was an 18 count gridded Aida, but now it is shit's hit the fan sci-fi red is what I'm calling it. So yeah, that's that one. And like, I don't really have plans to finish a lot of my projects. Like, I just want to work on them and eventually they'll be finished, but like, I don't have deadlines. Don't do deadlines. Okay, so because of the Great British Bake Off challenge, I pulled this one out, which I haven't worked on in a little while. And I do really like working on this one, but it's just like, you know, you gotta pull it out. And anyway, it's also a humongous project, and probably I might die before it's done, but I really like working on it. Maybe I will make it a focus piece at some point. I don't know. It's so hard when you're like, I love working on all these projects, but I want to finish one eventually, hanging on my wall. But as you can see, I've definitely not hung Deathly Hallows up yet. I haven't even framed Deathly Hallows. I folded it and I put it in a bag, and maybe for Christmas I'll ask somebody to frame it for me. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. This one is going to be Moe Shandon, which I got from Tilton Crafts, and the artwork is Alphonse Mucha. The Diddy Stitcher is also working on this one, if you ever want to see somebody who's like a lot further along, and she's working on the sister project at the same time. And hers was charted by somebody else, and I think her charting is a lot better than the Tilton Crafts charting, just like detail wise. I don't know how like different stitch counts and colors are, but yeah. Anyway, this is what it looked like last time you guys saw it, and I'm not sure. I think I worked over on the side that's got less done. I don't know, I'll show you. Anyway, this is what it looks like now. So I think I was working in here, kind of filling in some of the colors. So she almost has a face, and I'm kind of doing this like extreme cross country by color. So I'll just pick a color and kind of go where it takes me, and then if things get too far away or I just am done with that color, want to work on something else, then I move on. So but I mean, this one's gonna be really pretty when it's done. I do have the chart for the sister project. There's like White Star and which I think this is White Star, and Imperial is the other one. So yeah, I don't know if I will have enough lifespan to get them both done. But this one's been fun to work on. I am doing that on a 25 even to count even weave that is gridded, and I'm doing it 2/1 half stitch or 10 stitch because it's supposed to go faster. I'm not confident that that is a true statement most of the time. Okay, this one's like big. All right, so also Great British Bake Off is making me work on this project, and that's Nostalgia Tarot, which is by the Witchy Stitcher. It started as a Patreon pattern, but now you can get a lot of the patterns online, like in her shop. And so this has been like a year-long process to get all of the tarot cards. So in November, she is releasing the last 2. So we have gotten all of the cards. except for 2. I don't know which ones they are. Don't ask me. And then in December, she's going to release like a bonus card, and if you're stitching them like individually, she's got like a design for like the back of a card if you were going to make them like actual cards. So I know some people are doing that, but I'm doing it on one big page. So anyway, I'm working on the 0 card. Last time I worked on it, it looked like this. And I'm stitching this on 18 count black Aida. And I just don't think that the quality of the Aida is very good, because, I mean, the piece of fabric is massive. But it's, so yeah, I've been working on that one. And now it looks like this. So I've got a lot of the outline of my little panda there, and he's coming together. There's still a lot to do. Like, these are deceivingly, like, it's like, oh, it's 4,000 stitches, but it's like a hard 4,000 stitches. But he's looking very good. And I've finished the number 3 card, which is the Empress, and that's like a possum, Empress Queen. So yeah, that one I've been working on. Not a ton. The person assigned to this one like has their moments. But yeah, so this will be like one big project eventually. It's kind of fun to work on. Like, it's called Nostalgia Tarot because it's supposed to be like Lisa Frank style. And it's one of those ones that I'll pull out every now and then and be like, oh yeah, cool. And then it'll disappear for a while. Mostly because like the piece of fabric is just so large. It's like a blanket on me when I'm stitching. And it's just uncomfortable, but it's fine. I have been, doesn't bother me that much, obviously. It's just covered in cat and dog hair and my hair. I'm gonna have to really like lint roll that one when it's done. Okay, so the next one is the one I've been working on a bunch because it's been assigned to 2 different contestants, and both contestants do well. So here I am. And that is Hawaiian Tropical Flowers. And I am stitching this on like a 20 count Aida, and I'm stitching it 2/2 because I'm gonna make a pillow out of it eventually. If I ever finish it, it's really not that many stitches. It's like under 20,000, and I think, and it's just like exhausting. I don't know what it is about this project. I don't know. I like work, like when I'm working on it, I like it, but I don't know. Anyway, this is what it looked like last time you guys saw it. And I don't know how much I've gotten done on it, but I have stitched on it, and here is what it looks like now. So like the flowers really starting to like come to life in here. Like that's like the little prongs that come out of a hibiscus flower. And yeah, it's fine. It's all fine. So this fabric is Fiber on a Whim Cream and Sugar. It's just like a nice little like peachy tan that I thought would look nice with the colors. And this chart is by Charlie's Official Store. And yeah, it's just super cute. It'll look nice as a pillow eventually. I know my mom watches these, but just so you know, Mom, it's a pillow for your house. Spoiler alert. Okay, so the next one is one that I've picked up more than what it's been on Great British Bake Off because I would like to finish this one by the end of the year. I know I said I didn't have goals and deadlines, but here I am. But this one's so close, so close. I'm like there's only like 7,000 stitches left. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you probably already know what it is. But I want to finish this one because I would like to do a new start at the beginning of the year. So if I can finish this one by the end of the year, then I can do a new year, new start. And and it's just, this one's just tedious. It's a lot of block stitching. So it's Schitt's Creek Landmarks, which is by Stitchy Time Designs on Etsy. And this is the very first full coverage piece that I got and started working on. And I figured it would be easy because it's not a lot of confetti. It's a lot of block stitching, but like the block stitching is its own hell. So yeah. But I have finished a bunch of it. All I have left now is the Rosebud Motel that goes along the bottom. And so this is what it looked like last time you guys saw it. And now it's got hair on it. This is what it looks like now. So the other night I finished this big block of like, it's like pavement, I think. And oh my God, it was torturous. And like this motel part was torturous. And now I'm doing these like dark brown stitches that go all the way across, and it's like 3 rows of them that go all the way across, and it's just a lot, you know, like I don't know why it feels so tedious, but it does. It is nice though, like I'll pick this one up when I'm like tired and I don't really want to think about stitching, because if I don't want to think about stitching, I pick this one up because it is block stitching and it's just like X. So this one I'm doing on a 16 count, 2 over 1, full cross, and I've kind of marked it where the Eta is. I mostly marked it because there's like a thing that says Schitt's Creek at the bottom, and I don't think that I left enough room for that. So, but I think the actual motel will fit on the bottom. I just don't think I can do that part because like I said, this is my first full coverage, so I didn't really know like what to expect with like the size of the fabric. Like it says finished size on this fabric is going to be this, but I don't know. I didn't leave large enough margins, I guess. So yeah, there is some back stitching that needs to happen in here too, but I'll probably just do that at the end, or maybe I'll just never do it because that's what happens when you save it till the end. Anyway, so yeah, that's Schitt's Creek. This is one that I would like to finish by the end of the year so I can start a new project at the beginning of the year. I know a lot of people are doing like whip down things where they're like, I have to finish 2 projects in order to get 1 project, but I only have like 13 projects. Like this is pretty much a whip parade. I think there's only like 1 or 2 that you're not seeing today. I don't like having a ton of projects. I like the process. I feel like I'm more of a process stitcher because like obviously I don't like frame and display a lot of my work, or I like give them away and stuff. So like I like the process of it, but I also like to finish it and share it and be like, I did this, check it out. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, so the next one is one of my favorites. I love pulling this one out and working on it. I worked on it last night, and that is Freya of the Valkyries, which is charted by Thread Geeks, and the artwork is by Chrisabug. This is I have so many Chrisabug patterns, but I haven't started any of them, so this is the first one that I started, and I started with this one because it doesn't have a background. So I'm stitching it on this really pretty Eta. It's a 20 count, but I can't remember where I got it or what it's called. It's in the spreadsheet. But anyway, this is what she looked like last time you guys saw her. I've moved the hoop and I'm working on her like head and hair now, so she looks like this. And she's starting to come together. She has like a face, and like this is like her crown, like wing coming up here, and I just get excited every time I work on it, and then I like pull away and see, like you can see it kind of coming together. So I'm very excited. This is another one that I would like to finish after I finish Schitt's Creek. Like this will become the focus, finish this piece. Yeah, so that I can start another Chrisabug. The rule is I can only have one going at a time because I have like 16 of her patterns. But yeah, I love how this one's turning out. I am doing this one 1 over 1 because it's a 20 count Aida and I want it to look a little more delicate. Like instead of like the pillow's like needs to be a little beefier. And so I messed up the other night and I stitched a bunch of like this like auburn color in her hair. I stitched it 2 over 1 and yeah, that was an accident. And I was like, I'm not ripping that out. I'm not doing it. So then I just use my brain more often and make it 1 over 1. I think because everything else I stitch is 2 over 2 or 2 strands in general, and so I get confused. But anyway, yeah, that's Freya. And last but not least is my Mirabilia, which is mermaid perfume, and it's just so pretty. This is my very first fancy lady that I started, and I'm doing all the cross stitching, and then I'll do the beads last, just because like since I have it in a hoop, and when I move the hoop I don't want to crush beads. So yeah, that's the plan. I've been working on this one a lot. I think this one was also assigned to somebody who was doing well the Great British Bake Off. So yeah, anyway, this is what it looked like last time you guys saw it, and I'm stitching this on a 32 count linen in lily pad. Lily, I don't remember, but it's all the called for. So called for fabric, called for floss, called for beads, it's all called for. So yeah, this is what it looks like now. So I got her tail and this little like fabric-y thing that's like floating off of her, pretty much done. The tail just needs beads, like the part of the tail that I finished just needs beads, and yeah, it's starting to come together. Just kind of like fill out all of this stuff before, and then I'll move the hoop and probably get up into her hair, because her hair has all this specialty floss and stuff like that. So there is a special silk in the tail, but it's not very many stitches so far. So yeah, she's looking very lovely. I don't have much to say about her for some reason, but yeah, I've been working on her. She's beautiful. I love her. And that is all of the projects that I have been working on for the last couple weeks. I haven't really bought much. I've been buying a lot of fabric because I've been sewing a lot and selling things at markets and things. So I've discovered some fabric stores, like with Joann's Clothes. I've found some fabric stores around town. Like some of them are like secondhand, some of them are new. The new ones are obviously very expensive. Like the fabric's like $13 something a yard. And I was like, oh gosh, but I kind of just bought some like fat quarters and fat 8s and things like that. But I've been enjoying that. My mom is in town, so I think we're gonna go check out a few other fabric stores while she's here, which will be fun. And I bought a new chart from Thread Geeks to start for my daughter, because she likes moths and darkness and things. So I'll be starting that. That's the one that I want to start in the new year, from a new year, new start. So I need to finish Schitt's Creek first. And yeah, that's kind of like the only thing. I'll do another sewing vlog if you are interested in that soon. Probably not today. I have actual work I need to get done. I'm trying to get like this actual work done so that I can like move on with my life. I'm procrastinating. Yeah, so if you just came for the stitchy stuff, thank you so much for watching, and liking, subscribing if you want to see more. Doing all those things helps get my channel out there for people who might be interested in watching them. I know there are a lot of full coverage stitchers on FlossTube, but not quite as many as one would hope. And if you want to hear about the chill things that I have been doing, we'll get that started now. So I don't know what I talked about in my last FlossTube, but and like I said, I don't have notes today. So, I mean, it takes like an hour for me to do the notes and then an hour for me to film, and it's a lot. So yeah. Let's see. Landman, we've been watching that on Paramount Plus, and we finished it the other day, and that was a really great show. The second season starts in November. So, if you want to watch really like dramatic yet funny show, it's great. Let's see. I finished Alchemized, which is 32 hours. And I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. Like, their relationship was really weird. Like, he's just mean to her, and she's like, well, sure. I don't know. I don't know if that was for me. I liked the story though, like the war and what was happening like that way, but the whole love story was just like weird. I don't know. If someone was like that to me, I'd be like, fine, you go and die. I don't know. I'm not them. So I don't know. I don't know how much I loved it. I did not read the original fan fiction Manacled. I don't know how similar it is. But yeah, not my favorite. It was worth my 32 hours, but you know, am I going to listen to it again or buy the book? Probably not. Let's see. And then I just finished Every Spiral of Fate, which is by Tahir Mafi. And, it's the fourth book in the series, and I think there will be one more, because as soon as it ended, I was like, when does the fifth book come out? What the hell? She always ends on cliffhangers. She just does that to us. So this was the fourth of the 5 books, and I like this series. I like her writing is very unique, but this one just, I don't know. It felt like a filler, you know, like, okay, we just need to get our characters from this place to this place, so we need a novel. And it wasn't like, it was just a lot of like arguing and complaining and like terrible communications between characters, and it just like felt like a, yeah, kind of like a meh. You know, a filler book. Like, you know how sometimes the second book in the series or the second movie in a series is always the one that's like the weakest link? This one felt like the weakest link. I loved all the other ones, so like this one was a little sad. Anyway, I finished that one. The next, I have 2 books in my Libby right now. The first one is Circe, which I have no idea what it's about. I just saw somebody say it was one of their favorite books of all time, so I was like, sure, why not? It's only 12 hours, so and I think it's like, I've had it for a little while, so I think it's due soon. If it gets too close to being due, I'll just put it on hold for later. I do have, I think it's called The Things Gods Break. The first one was The Games Gods Play, and Abigail is her name, but I can't think of her last name. And so this is the second book in that series, and it's like another like Hades, Greek gods, love stories kind of situation. I love Greek mythology, so it's a good time. The Hades and Persephone series by Scarlett St. Clair is still one of my favorites. So yeah, I haven't started that one yet either. We've been watching F1. I've been watching Great British Bake Off. I've been watching, it's getting to be snowboarding season, so there's a lot of snowboard films on my TV right now. Which takes me back to like when my husband and I first met, like almost 20 years ago. And he's like, yeah, that was like constantly there was a snowboard video on in their house at all times, like just on repeat. So yeah, we've been watching a lot of those, a lot of skateboard videos, which I have been, like I said, my husband and I have been together for like 20 years, and we've been married for 15, and he's always been into skateboarding and snowboarding. And after all this time watching skateboarding, I still could not tell you the difference between the tricks. Like, he was like, oh man, he did the thing. And I was like, it looked exactly like the other thing he did. I'm really bad about it. I have no idea. I have no idea how to tell the difference. So, yeah, I try, but I'm not very good at it. Let's see. Otherwise, it's just been kind of hanging out. I had a market, which I'll talk more about in my sewing vlog, but spoiler alert, it was not great. I have another market coming up in November 18th, and I keep thinking it's far away, but it's only like 3 weeks away. So I need to get working on some Christmas stuff. Because my market didn't do that great, I don't have a bunch of other things to do. So like I have a good inventory still, but I do want to do some Christmassy kind of things. So yeah, otherwise I think that's it. And I will hopefully be back soon for another update. I usually have Saturday mornings to myself because my daughter and my husband go into the studio that day. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment, tell me what you're working on, and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.